This is Rob Tebbutt for Boxing Social. I'm delighted to be joined today by Ben Davison, trainer of the lineal heavyweight champion of the world, Tyson Fury. How are you, Ben?
I'm good, thanks. Yourself?
I'm very well, thank you. This is the second time I've interviewed you, and both times you've asked me how I am. So I like you, Ben. Thanks for that.
Well, it's just polite, isn't it? It's manners.
It is. So we are here today at the Tyson Fury Francesco Pianeta press conference. He's in good form today, Tyson.
When's he not in good form? Yeah, no, he's always in good form, isn't he? I think he looks forward to this part more than the fight, to be honest.
He's looking very lean. I think general consensus is the fact that he's now gone back to back in camps. The weight's starting to really drop off. Have you started to see that sort of results in the gym?
Yes, but you can't see this camp. We've not focused so much on the weight loss. Obviously, we've been able to focus on training for the fight, and the opponents demanded that as well. So it's been but I'm happy with the progress that we've made on the weight front as well.
Just having a look, we've got Tyson Fury off camera at the minute, just doing a few autographs and pictures for a legion of fans. Back to the interview. After the last fight, the Fury fight, there were some comments from yourself about Tyson sort of playing to the crowd a little bit. I saw some comments from yourself saying you're looking for all business Tyson here. Can we expect to see that against Francesco Pianeta this Saturday?
Yeah, because like I said, the opponent demands respect now. Fury didn't have anything to demand Tyson's respect, whereas Francesco Pianeta does. He's 6'5", 17.5 stone. He's a southpaw. That's physically alone. When we look at his experience, his toughness, durability, the fact that he's been at world level before, he demands respect. So you'll be seeing a different Tyson, should I say.
Now, before the last fight, or after the last fight, really, people spoke about Tyson potentially being a little bit nervous or going out and sort of having that. I mean, he's been out in the ring for 2.5 years, that kind of anxiety to impress. Have you noticed a change in his mental outlook going into this fight? It's now the second fight of his comeback. There isn't that. There's obviously still intense media speculation, but this is the second fight. Has there been a difference?
Nerves and those sorts of things I'm not so sure of, but more so, like I say, it's simple. The opponent demands respect. It's as simple as that. So he's more about his business now, and he's had to be, because like I say, it's the difference level of the opponent.
A lot of the talk coming into this has been about a certain Deontay Wilder. Tyson, in kind of typical Tyson style, first refused to be drawn on it, and then commented on it, and then refused to be drawn on it. What's your view? I'm sure that you're not looking past Francesco Pianeta as an opponent, but what's your view on the whole Deontay Wilder-Tyson Fury situation?
In boxing, you cannot look past any opponent, especially in the heavyweight division. So we're fully focused on Francesco Pianeta. Obviously, Deontay Wilder is coming over, but it's step by step. What more can I say on it, really, other than what do you want to know?
What I would like to know is Fury, Francesco Pianeta, Deontay Wilder. It seems to me that the jump from Fury and, with all due respect, Francesco Pianeta to Deontay Wilder is quite significant. Is that something you'd agree with?
Yes. But what are we talking about? Because boxing ability, none of them were on Tyson's level. None of them with boxing IQ. But Deontay Wilder has different attributes, different physical attributes. But it's the same thing with the Klitschko fight. Christian Hammer to Vladimir Klitschko is a big jump. But Tyson always raises his game to what's in front of him. If you look at the Joey Aber performance, it wasn't enough to beat Derek Chisora. Look at the performance against Chisora. The Christian Hammer performance wasn't enough to beat Klitschko. Look at the Klitschko performance. He always raises his game to what's in front of him, and sometimes drops it to what's in front of him as well, which is, so it balances itself out.
How's your relationship with Tyson developed? This is now your second official fight together. I know that you've known Tyson for a long time. Are you still finding new things out about him? Is he still finding out new things about you? Is your working relationship developing each day?
Yeah, of course. And every fighter deals with certain aspects of camp in a different way. And deals with certain different types of training in a different way. Obviously, the training had to be a certain way. Although with adaptations, it had to be focused on the weight mainly, for the first fight. This fight, we've been able to train for the fight. and I think he's responded better to that. And it's just about maintaining it now and keep improving, keep progressing camp after camp and fight after fight. And I'm happy with the progress so far. I'm happy with how the relationship's going, and I'm just looking forward to Saturday now, doing the business and going from there. Wink, wink. I'm joking.
Something else that Tyson alluded to in the press conference was that he's going to come out and he's going to trade with Pianeta and he's going to give him a chance, and he turned to you with a wry smile and said that's not what Ben wants. Now, is that just Tyson being Tyson, or does that set alarm bells in your head as a trainer?
Well, let me tell you, if he goes to do that, don't worry about Deontay Wilder, because I'll be getting in there and chilling him with a baseball bat if I need to. No, listen, I want to see a clean, clinical boxing performance. What I see in the gym day to day, that's what I want to see. And it's all about the mentality with Tyson, because he's got the ability to do that, and that's what I want him to go out there and show. Do the things that we've worked on, box how we know he can box, and go through the gears round by round. I don't want him to look out and come out and look to run through the gears too quickly. I want him to come out, put a performance on, and like I say, go through the gears bit by bit through the fight. And we see how Pianeta deals with that.
Now, something that we spoke about the first time I interviewed you at Windsor Park was the fact that I think unfairly people have levelled criticism at you because of your age and your perceived lack of experience. After speaking to you at Windsor Park, I learned that wasn't the case, certainly from a lack of experience-wise. When people hear things like Tyson said in the press conference about, I'm going to do this even if Ben doesn't want it, is there that side of you? I mean, one of the big things that people comment on is Peter's relationship with Tyson when they were together, and how Peter seemed to have that disciplinarian side to him. Do you have that side to you, or is it a very different way of coaxing the best performance out of Tyson?
Well, do you feel like you've seen a different Tyson from this fight to the last fight?
I haven't seen him fight yet.
No, not fight. And how he's acted, how he's prepared, how he looks. You know all the antics that was there the first time. Do you feel like it's been a little bit different this one? You just said to me off camera you see a big difference in him.
I see a big difference in him personally. I think he looks very happy. I think at his best under Peter, he also looked very happy. So you can't be doing everything wrong. It's not necessarily my own opinion, but these are criticisms I believe unfairly levelled at you. Give you the opportunity to address them.
Okay, well you can't please everybody. Everybody's going to have something to say. My job's to do my job, and I don't worry too much. If people want to there's people out there that like to give me praise. There's people out there that like to give me a bit of stick. You can't take those things on board. I just do what I believe is right. Do the best that I can do. And actions speak louder than words. And you don't work with fighters like I've worked with if you're not capable. Billy Joe's coming over this weekend. He's asked me if we can get some time in to do a bit of work, Those sort of things speak for itself, and if somebody wants to get an opinion on me, a better opinion on me, speak to a fighter that I've worked with, and that'll speak for itself. I'm very confident in that.
Well, as I say, after our first interview at Windsor Park, you allayed any such concerns that I may or may not have had about that subject. Just finally, what represents a good performance from Tyson Fury this weekend against Francesco Pianeta?
Like I said, a clean, clinical boxing performance, going through the gears as the rounds go on, not getting too excited, and just business in Belfast.
All business in Belfast. Ben Davison, thanks very much for speaking to Boxing Social. Always a pleasure catching up with you. Let's do it more often. Thanks very much for speaking to Boxing Social. We'll see you tomorrow at the workout.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate.